Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another TGIF Talks, episode 69. Nice. I'm joined by my co-host, Anonymous Phil.
Hey.
Alright, roll the intro. Oh, hello.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
And they're always glad you came.
This podcast broke down to 4 parts. First we have our weeks have been, followed by the Corona news, followed by your comment. Followed by...
Comment.
Pretty much. Followed by a random 4th segment. So...
Oh, I think I read the... Oh, wait, never mind.
I guess the 3rd segment, I've got a lot to talk about when it comes to YouTube. There's a lot of stuff to talk about right now and unpack. A lot of stuff's happened. So, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Oh, So I woke up at like 6 a.m. today.
I woke up at 6:30.
6:30? Oh, I went to bed at like 11. Woke
I
up at
went to
like
bed at,
6. And I was like, man, I have so much time. Because I looked at my schedule. I was like, oh, we have this podcast at 9. And so I watched some YouTube. I saw your vlog.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch all of it. I kind of skipped through it. Because
It's not great. I knew
no,
it was
you need to work on your camera handling.
Well, okay, part of the problem was
You didn't have your little chess piece.
I can't vlog with that. The main problem
Oh.
was I switched to the 50 mil for the Chimney Rock, and all of that footage is literally unusable. It
Yeah,
looked
because the problem is you were like zoomed in and trying to move the camera around, and it's just like it's not even worth watching that. I just kind of skipped through that just because the camera's not even focused on anything because you're moving it around as you're zoomed in.
Well, that's because you guys kept talking to me, and I couldn't freaking... I was, like, trying to vlog, and you kept talking to me, so I couldn't get a good shot of what I was trying to do. I scrapped the entire one because there was nothing on it.
Oh, and I did notice that you captioned the second visit wrong. That we went to Courthouse and Jail Rock, and you captioned it as Scotts Bluff National Monument.
No, I shouldn't have. That
It was
must
kind of... Yeah, go watch it. You captioned it as Scotts Bluff National Monument.
That must have been a screw up in the editing software, because I distinctly remember writing that. The editing software must have changed it after I did it. That
Oh,
sounds
really?
like an excuse, but trust me, that kind of crap happens.
So,
Yeah, it did screw up. The damn... Oh my god. So, in the editing software,
Yeah.
I was trying to do this quickly, and instead of just making a new scene every single time, I would reuse text stuff. Well,
Oh.
so there's a probability that when I reused it, that it didn't save the text in that one. It just copy and pasted it over and changed it. That wasn't my fault. That was the editing software's fault. It's my fault for not watching the video back. But oh well, there's nothing I can do about that now. I mean, I guess I could take it down and re-upload it, but I don't want to do that.
No, you can put an annotation. Can you put annotations in it?
Nope.
Really?
Annotations have been banned since like 2015.
Oh, wait. So that little I icon?
Oh, you can do that. I thought you were talking about like where you put like annotations in the actual like video.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah, I knew you told me that has been banned, but now it's new. It's like a little eye that pops
Oh,
up.
that nobody reads those.
Yeah.
That's
I
that's
know.
literally the equivalent of like, I don't know, throwing a pebble at somebody. They're not gonna frickin'
But sometimes but if you have them turned on, it'll pop up like in the video, notification. Because it happened in one of Veritasium's video when he did a video about the world's fastest car. Well, then like 3 months later, like 3 weeks later, that's when the Koenigsegg released their new version that literally came out because it was some car in the 1938 or whatever. It held the record for the fastest car on a paved road. Because every speed record after that had been set at Bonneville Salt Flats. It never did a speed record on a hard surface road until Koenigsegg did it, and they did it like 3 weeks after he posted this video. And so then he had a, so then he put an annotation in it, and it popped up.
It's gonna change again. I'm pretty sure Tesla just broke the.
I'm pretty sure it's been broken. No, it has been broken again. I know it has. 'Cause I think it's at like 280 right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure Tesla just broke the acceleration record. So.
Oh yeah, I think
2 seconds.
they might have unofficially broken 300.
Who?
Some other car company. I think they unofficially broke 300 miles an hour.
Well, it's not very hard.
What do you mean it's not hard?
Not with an electric
took us-
car?
Since the car was made. Oh well, not electric. I mean, I was just talking about just cars in general.
No, the regular car, it's very difficult. An electric car, 300 is just the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion.
I mean, it's still difficult though.
Yeah. However, I will say though, but Tesla, they haven't officially done it, but I think they
The
have
acceleration record.
broken the acceleration record on non-track, on regular pavement. So they must have modified the tires or something, because literally the coefficient of friction doesn't allow for that. So they must have changed. They must have used different. They must be using different tires or something, or they must just have so
What are you
much.
talking about? Wait, what?
So they're.
Wait, you can't reach a certain acceleration?
You can't reach 2 seconds with regular street tires on regular pavement.
Oh.
It's literally impossible. However, I suspect, because of how heavy a Tesla is, that can help increase the coefficient of friction and allow them to break 2 seconds.
Well, no, the coefficient of friction doesn't change.
Oh, my bad.
The
Not
coefficient of friction does not depend on the weight of the tire.
Sorry, the amount of friction.
You can get more frictional force.
Yeah.
Coefficient of friction is solely dependent on the surface. The microscopic detail, as you zoom in, it's like the bumps and ridges that allows it to grip.
It's very possible that Tesla.
It's an intrinsic property.
It's very possible that
It's
Tesla
not something that you can change.
changed the tire chemistry, or what's most likely is that it's just so damn heavy that the frictional force between the tires and the road is so much higher than any other car that
Possibly.
it can get the 2 seconds. We'll see. That was just a Tesla tweet. Actually, he canceled Plaid Plus. He said Plaid is ridiculous enough. I'm like, I don't remember what he was offering Plaid Plus, but I find it funny because what he's doing with this Plaid Plus is basically what he advertised with the Tesla Road. This is not the Plaid Plus, the regular Plaid. Is basically what he offered with the new Tesla Roadster. However, the new Tesla Roadster is, I think, the only reason why they haven't come out with this is because they can't deliver on the battery distance yet. Because I think it was supposed to have like 600, 800 miles of range or something ridiculous.
Mm.
And they haven't done that yet. They're getting they're not close to. They're getting closer to
back to our-
500.
Yeah, but back to our previous conversation, why did they ban text?
Do you remember? Okay, so I don't know. So back in the day when you used to watch YouTube videos, and I remember this, they would fill the screen. So like when you go to click off, you would it'd send you to a random website because they'd fill the entire screen with these annotations, and there were layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of these annotations. Like you go to the end of the video, there were probably 50 annotations to like a billion different websites, and
Oh, yeah.
that is the exact reason.
That's at the end of the video, though.
But they would also do it during the video.
What videos were those?
Like, I don't remember, but I don't. It's like. This
I
is
mean,
like
I guess the
7 years
YouTubers
ago.
What?
This is like 7 years ago. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't watch YouTube 7 years ago.
Huh?
I didn't get big into YouTube until like 2016.
I got you big into YouTube.
You did. No, but it was around 2016 because that's when I got my phone. Wait, yeah, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I got into YouTube
When did they ban annotations?
2015, I think.
Oh, so I would have been watching. No, they didn't, because you used to still be able to click at the end.
They might have been like. I think they changed the. I think in 2015 they banned annotations during the video, and then like 2016.
Because I remember like it was like
2017.
the last 20 seconds. You know how you can click
Yeah.
on an actual picture of like their next video, whatever.
Well,
Can you still do that?
Yeah,
Oh, you can still do that.
but that's not annotations.
Oh.
Those are completely different. Annotations could be anything,
Maybe I need to go look at this.
and there could be hundreds. It was ridiculous. You'd like click off of one, the next second pop right back up with another one because it just had so many. It was ridiculous. And so YouTube was like, "That's enough of that," and they got rid of that. They killed it. And then they
So that would have probably been after I got big into YouTube.
They changed it to the end of the video, which is right when you started.
Yes.
But they killed it shortly after and changed it to the current system. I think 2017.
Mm-hmm.
2016. Yeah, because I uploaded I started uploading in 2017, so that would have been 2016. No, yeah, they killed.
Oh, you uploaded in 2016. I'm pretty sure.
No, I uploaded in 2017. They killed annotations in 2017, like the end screen ones, the normal ones, not the ones we see now, but the old ones. They killed it right when I started uploading. I remember that now. Yep. Because I think I had an annotation that had to be edited and removed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I used one once as an experiment.
Mm.
And they removed it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you go to search up all those old videos with annotations, they're gone.
Thank God. If those videos
they
are
are?
still there. Huh?
Some of them are still there?
If the video is still there.
Oh.
Hard to say. A lot of those old videos, they're not for this. They were not for the child's viewing eye.
What were you watching, sir?
Not what you think. It's just I don't remember entirely what they were. But yeah, there were some videos that were just they were terrible about it. But
Why'd you watch them?
again, I don't remember. This was 2015. I don't freaking remember 2015. I was probably some
Was that your
Minecraft thing.
freshman?
Yeah.
Your freshman?
Sophomore.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That would have been my senior year.
That's too long ago.
So the only reason why I remember that so clearly is because that was when I first got my phone. My first, like,
Smart.
I guess, like, smartphone. My first smartphone. And that's how, like, I started watching YouTube. Because before it was just on my parents' computer, and, my mom was always on there, so, like, I mean, I don't occasionally watch, like, yeah, I'd occasionally watch, like, music videos or something. But, like, it's some, like, I can remember watching Gangnam Style, when that was super big.
I remember you.
That was, like, I
subjecting
think
me
of,
to
like,
that.
2012 or something, But I'd go on and check it, like, oh, man, they're almost at 1 billion views or whatever,
I remember you subjected me to that.
Yeah.
You can like, oh my god, look at this, and I'm like, what am I watching?
The first video to reach 1 billion views. Yes.
Now, freaking Cocomelon does it in their sleep.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I don't know if I hope Jimmy hits 1 billion at some point.
I'm sure it will, yeah.
He's at like 67 million subscribers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's growing.
Oh my god.
I looked at he's in, like, what, 13th or something. For most
Really?
subscribed channel. Yeah.
Holy
I looked at the list because I was curious. I feel if he gets, like, I think somewhere around 70. 72, I think, is when he's in the top 10.
Well,
And
that won't be very long.
I feel that once he gets there in the top 10, I feel like he'll start to take off because he'll get, like, more notice than he already. He'll get even more notice than he
How
already
does Jimmy get more notice? Each video averages 10 million views within the first 24 hours.
Yeah, but think about it, there's 300 million people living in the U.S.
The
He
U.S.
has
is
room to
crap.
grow. He has room to grow. There's
Yeah.
7.8 billion people in the world. He has room to grow.
There's only 2 billion people on YouTube.
Well, until he reaches 2 billion, he still has room to grow. Wait till he has 2 billion subscribers.
That ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I don't think we'll ever.
Well, how do they even count that?
What?
How many? Because you could have multiple accounts.
Oh yeah, they can't do that anymore. They haven't been able to accurately count anything for YouTube in years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you accurately count how many YouTubers there
They
are?
basically just base not YouTubers. It's people with that are on YouTube,
Yeah, but like
not people that have
you can
like,
you can watch a
subscriptions.
video multiple times though.
But yeah, so it's
Is my
they
screen
have
lagging?
a thing somewhere. Basically, it's basically pretty much based off of the number of people that have internet access at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you have internet access, you have YouTube, unless you're in China.
Wait, what?
Unless you're in China, you have access to YouTube.
China has banned YouTube.
Oh yeah, Russia has banned certain videos on YouTube.
I thought that was Japan
No,
because of what the Logan Paul incident.
no. China bans everything on the internet.
Really?
The Great Firewall.
The Great Firewall.
The Great Chinese Firewall. Yep. You can't get past it. Unless you have a VPN.
Ah, yes, yes.
That's literally... I don't know how they get away with that, but... That's the way to get around it. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do as all billion of those people come online. Because how are you going to contain that? You can't contain that. Especially if you have a country...
So what I was thinking is that they could maybe count it based off of like IP address.
Maybe. There's only we're running out of IP addresses. That's fine.
Yeah. Are they really?
Yeah, didn't you see Vsauce's video on that?
No. Was that recent or was it a long time ago?
That's an ancient one.
Oh, well then probably. I've probably seen it a long time ago. I just don't remember it.
No, there's another way that we could switch over to, and it would last us basically forever. But it's a matter of if. It's a matter of when, not if. Because they're gonna have to do it once we run out. Because it was, are we running out of usernames? I'm like,
Oh yeah, is that what it is? When will we run out of names?
maybe not names, but like usernames.
Well, oh, that was a Vsauce video from 2015.
Yeah, that might be the video. I don't know. I've seen like every single one of those videos. So.
Yeah.
You,
I mean,
I remember you binged through it one weekend.
Not all of them.
One of those summers.
There's too many. There's too many.
BS. You've watched them all. BS. You've watched.
I
them
have
all.
not. I have not. There are a few I didn't watch just because they didn't look eye catching.
Oh, I've watched.
Well, okay. Maybe you kind of all the science ones because before science, he was doing a whole bunch of just like random gaming reviews. Have you ever scrolled to the bottom of his channel?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No, I never watched.
If you
those.
scroll to the very bottom of his channel, he has a whole bunch of random gaming reviews.
He does.
I do remember his first videos where he called them boat? Was it boat or something? He had an acronym.
He likes acronyms.
He had an acronym for just some random information you didn't know or something. I thought the acronym was boat, but I don't remember. And that was his thing. And he had just like a 5-minute clip of just like something new you learned. Remember one of the first ones was like the lotus leaf or something. You know the big giant leaves they could put a big old puddle of water on?
I don't. Okay, so.
That was a really old, that was a really old one. But that's what he did before. And then and then that started to have a channel pick up. And so then he started doing longer videos and eventually got to the point where it's just like him going off on wild tangents about anything.
What he does now.
And that's what he got known for. He got known for talking about why do you sneeze? And then the video would be talking about the moon.
Yeah, it's some philosophical
and just
thing
something
or
just
something.
completely random.
It's just like, how did we get here?
Wait, what? Yeah, that's what he got known for.
The Vsauce out of context.
Yeah, or like, cause he did it with his one of his gravity videos. He said, "Which way is down?" Up this way, or time travel.
Oh my god.
He had things like that too. He give like random answers, and it's like, wait, what? They had to go on a tangent to explain it. You know, that's what he got known for. I did go on a
anything-
minute physics binge one.
If anything, we should be get known for and that's another video for another day. And never
Yeah,
do it.
oh yes, you said that in one of your other videos too.
I say
watched.
like all of my videos. Literally
I
every single
think,
video
I
I
think
write.
I think I watched one of your gravity videos this morning too. 'Cause I was like, oh, let's watch this one. You know, and at the end of it,
But that's another video for another day. In the meantime, I'd like to go watching.
oh, I think it was about photons or something.
Oh, I'm
About whether-
sure it was.
Oh, it was gravitational lensing.
Oh.
You said gravitational lensing.
I've done that.
That's another video for another day. Because you're talking about like how everything falls with mass except for photons. Well, except for gravitational lensing. That's another video for another day.
We've touched on it. We talked about the photon ring
Did we?
of a black hole. Yeah, I mentioned it anyways.
Oh.
The
You mentioned it.
where the where the velocity to orbit a black hole is equal to the speed of light.
Yeah.
It's very unstable, but little protons just go wee wee wee. The only place in the universe you can see the back of your head,
Yeah.
and everything else as well.
What about a mirror? What about a mirror, sir?
Actually, you wouldn't see anything.
What
Theoretically.
do you mean?
Because
What do you mean you wouldn't see anything?
huh?
What?
I think so. Like, you'd only see the black hole and everything to your left. If the black hole's to your right and space is to your left. To your left, you'll see space. To your right, you'll see the black hole. But forward, you won't see anything because those photons, they'll bounce off the back of your head and fall straight into the black hole.
No, but they go around.
No, but remember, it's extremely unstable orbit. I suspect that after they bounce off
No,
your
but it's
head,
still possible. It's still not all of them. That doesn't mean every single one.
well, I don't
You
think
only
they're gonna-
need you only need 8 photons to see light. Perceive. Frogs can perceive an individual photon, but I think you only need 8 photons to register vision.
Yeah. You're gonna pick up those 8 photons in the back. I think that's
No, but my point is that you know how much photons like a starlight gives off. Not every single photon is gonna instantly collapse. The reason why it's unstable is because it cannot continuously keep doing that perpetually. It can still go around once, twice, 3 times. It can still go around. It cannot perpetually keep going around. You follow?
Yeah, I get it now.
It's not like once it enters, it's like, oh, gone. No. That's not what it means to be in the photon sphere.
I was just suspecting that they would hit it, go off at an angle that would result in them falling back into the black hole.
Eventually.
I don't think because
What do you
yes,
mean?
you're gonna have some that'll bounce straight back and they'll go back around into your eyes, but I feel like there's gonna be a vast majority that will hit at a different angle and you'll never see those ever again.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't give it enough time. I feel like you're thinking that once it enters the sphere, it instantly collapses. That's not at all what it means to be in the photon sphere, then. That means it has to be much larger. It has to go around at least once.
I know, but like what I'm saying is, the angle at which it bounces off, I don't think they're going to be able to bounce off at such an angle that allows them to go back around into your eye. I think they're going to bounce off at the wrong angle and fall into the black hole.
I see what you're saying, but
I think the vast majority will do that, and you're not going to see anything.
I mean, all you need is just a star behind you. A star directly behind you is all you need.
Well, yeah. I have this suspicion that even if you did, I don't think you're gonna see anything because like that's gonna be it's gonna be as if the light is directly behind your head.
Yeah, it is behind your head.
it's gonna be like if your eyes are pressed up against the back of your head, right?
It's trippy vision, okay? It's trippy vision.
That's why I don't think you're gonna see anything.
But
Or it's just white. You're not gonna see
it won't be
anything.
white.
Huh?
It won't be white.
I don't think you're gonna see anything just because it's theoretically like having your eyes pressed up against the back of your head.
Yeah.
Unless we need to find a physicist and ask him this question.
Alright, I'm telling you how it works.
I don't I don't see, I just, something tells me you're not gonna see anything.
In the back of your head.
They say theoretically, but practically I don't think you will. Like, it makes sense that you would, but like, would you be seeing it from like 20 feet back? A mile back? Because maybe that's the circumference of the black hole of that specific that particular orbit? Or what is it? You know? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
And I suspect you won't see anything because it's going to be as if your eyes are pressed up against the back of your head. Now you're seeing.
Maybe it would be the circumference of the black hole. No, but that doesn't sound right though.
Nothing sounds right. Directly seeing the back of your head doesn't make sense because, like, why would it be that you could just see? That doesn't make any sense. And seeing it from a mile away makes more sense, but seeing nothing in my time seems to make the most sense because it'd be as if you're pressing against the back of your head.
That doesn't make sense either. Because the photons are still traveling around the black hole to your eyes. The photons are still there. The light is still there. The reflected off your head are still there. You have to see something.
I don't know. That's a weird...
Because I do know that the light gets warped around the black hole.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see the pictures, you know, it would look, if you were there, as if your head has just been smeared out across the whole circumference around the photon sphere.
But when you're in it.
So maybe your head would fill your entire frame of view.
But from what distance?
No, that's all you see.
But, like, am I seeing my head as if I'm, like, here on it? Or if I'm back here?
Yeah. As if you're really close, I think.
So, nothing. You would see pretty much nothing. Because...
But
it would be like... Because, like...
I'd have to think about that some more.
Yeah, none of that makes sense.
I
Well,
feel like you shouldn't see. I don't know. I have to think about it some more and I'll let you know.
yeah, because, like, looking at it, you would think... Or like it was said, we always said, oh, yeah, you'll see the back of your head. But what? No, you wouldn't.
No, you should, though. The light is bouncing off your head. I get your dilemma with the distance thing, okay? That's what I need to think.
Yeah.
That's what I need to work through.
Okay, so you'll see the back of your head, but from what distance?
Yeah, that's the part I need to work out. That's the part I don't know.
I suspect it's as if your eyes are pressed up against your head, which means you'll see nothing. It'll be indiscernible. You'll just see, like, a pink and black haze. Pink and brown haze. Because they'll be out of focus.
Maybe.
I think you'll just see a... You know, I think the most probable thing would be you'd see just a blur because it'd be out of focus. Because how would your I don't think you could focus this smear of light.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because the focal distance of your eye is about 2 inches. Ugh, fucking hurts.
Yeah.
You ever try to find the focal distance of your eye? It hurts.
No, I don't do that.
Because, like, this is about comfortable here.
Hmm?
Okay, it's a little less comfortable here. But there is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because, like, your brain has to then, like, actually, like, then you have to, like, actually manually focus your eye. And it hurts. It's just not like it's auto-focusing. Anyways, new segment time.
Wait. What do you mean? I think is it manual focusing. What's the difference between auto and manual focusing when it's your brain? Because you're telling your brain how to focus.
So, normally, everything's focused to infinity. Your brain is just, everything's in focus.
But my point is that regardless of whether or not it's your brain that's doing it, are you still doing it? Does it have to be subconscious?
I'm not thinking about it. Normally, you're not thinking about it. But when you're trying to find the focal distance, you're thinking about
Then
it.
it's manual. Okay.
Therefore, it's no longer autofocus.
Well, see, I was thinking, like we always focus. It's just that we're just so good at it because we use our eyes 24/7. Trying to focus is, like slicing butter. Okay, it's innate. It's an innate behavior because we're so good at it.
I
You've been
think.
doing it 24/7.
I think.
When you professional photographers, they get better and better at focusing. Regardless of whether or not they're manually focusing, they get so good at it, they can just, all right, we're good to go.
Yeah, sure.
And I feel like, obviously I don't know what the world looked like when I was born. But
Remember when you
I
used
feel
to claim
like,
you did?
what?
Remember when you used to claim that you remember the moment you were born?
Yeah, well, I don't know, I still remember those moments, but I don't know, I think that was me.
I think you made.
I don't want to talk about it on the air because I don't want to discuss this. But my point is that since you're constantly focusing 24/7, it's always manual. It's just that you're so good at it, you can do it without really having to put much thought
Ooh,
into
you
it.
know what? Screw what we were going to talk about in the fourth segment. Let's talk about memories. Because now I've got a big thought about my first memory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm writing it down so I don't forget. Okay. New segment time. 174,448,269 nice coronavirus cases, 3.7 million deaths, 157 million recovered. Look at those numbers trending downwards. Let's go yesterday, please. Okay, 12,000 cases. I feel like... Nope, that's about the same as it has been. Hey, India's becoming under control. I need to share my screen. Sorry, my bad. India's getting under control again. You see this?
I'm not watching the stream.
Why
I am.
not?
Well, it just popped up on my end. It's loading. It still is loading.
Ah, dang technology. But India's under control again. That's nice. Her deaths are a bit on the high end.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go to China. Is China?
China's at like 80, 90.
This just seems fake. No way. They're just not
I
having.
don't know, because I've seen reports. I mean, I don't know if they're real. But they were from people who are actually in China, and they said that it's basically under control.
Well, I feel like now it is, but like back then.
No, they said it. Well, they said it was under control, like back in May.
This May or the previous May?
Previous May. Back in June, when it got big here, they were like doing fine over there.
They got big here in August. No, I'm talking
So it got
about.
big here in like April. Well, not really big. That's when it started growing.
Yeah.
We had 3 separate waves. We had an April wave, April 2020. Then there was a June wave. And then there was like a November wave. And then at the end of December, it all started to fall. Because that's when the vaccines came out.
Where the heck is Nebraska? We were at 30. Oh, we're at 35. This is. Oh, I went yesterday. That's why there's like. Why are there no case numbers here? Here we go. 35th. 32 deaths. Pretty normal. Let's look at the graph here. Seems about normal. Yep. Yep. Diminishing to basically nothing. Diminishing to basically. However, I heard today that Joe Biden, that Biden's goal, Biden's goal to have 70% of adults vaccinated by the 4th of July is no longer going to probably be possible.
47%.
Huh?
47%.
He said he wants 70%. We're above 50.
70.
Yeah.
Ain't no way that many boomers are gonna be okay with that.
Well, again, let me finish what I was saying. So we just hit above 50 for adults. However, his goal originally, his goal was 70 by the 4th of July. That means we could have 4th of July parties. There's no risk. We're done. Herd immunity.
Oh, at 70?
Yes, that was
right?
his goal. However, or I shouldn't say herd immunity, it's enough to slow it down to where we shouldn't have to worry about a booster.
Okay.
However, we're not going to make it because vaccine rates drastically dropped this week.
Oh, I know. No, I know. My friend used to work at a vaccine clinic, and he said that they no longer need his help.
Getting laid off.
Good, yeah. I made the joke that I made the joke that he got fired because he wasn't working that much anyways. But he was working like 1, maybe 2 shifts a week, and he'd always tell me about like how many people were going in, the people he'd see. But he was telling me that these last couple weeks, it's really died down.
Yeah, I think our only way...
This week especially is when he got laid off, but it's really dropped, though.
I think our only way to get to herd immunity now is that schools require, or the Fed requires kids to be vaccinated before they go back. That is the only way.
You can't require that.
Yes,
That's
you
like it's
can.
illegal. Can you?
Yeah. Do you remember the shots you had to get when you turned 18? Do you remember the shots you had to get before kindergarten? Do you remember the shots you had to get before 7th grade? Those are required. They don't let you into school if you don't have those shots unless you have the card saying that you can't have vaccines.
That's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
They don't let that happen. I mean, in some states they might.
I feel like we haven't
But
had the
here they
vaccines. I feel like we haven't had the vaccine long enough to make that decision. It's like you said, we just hit 6 months.
What do you mean 6 months? We just hit 50.
Like we don't know if there's any long-term side effects. I mean, I hope there's not.
What are you gonna do? You've already done 50% of the population. What's it matter?
No, my point is that
going.
before you can, my point is that I don't think you can lawfully enforce it.
Yeah, you can.
If there's no been long-term side. That's what I was trying to say. And you were like, am I lagging on your end?
No.
So on my end, I'm like, You went all over the place.
Oh yeah, you're popping it out, but that's normal for your Wi-Fi. You always do that.
No.
Under the
But
U.S.
that's what I was trying to say. You cannot lawfully enforce that if there have been no long-term studies.
Under the U.S. Constitution, and this is what all these people that talk about. I have the right to deny the vaccine. No, you don't. You don't have crap for rights. Under the U.S. Constitution, the president has the power to quarantine. Well, the Congress and the president have the power to quarantine.
Yes.
And the quarantine powers, there's nothing underneath that. It just says power to quarantine. So all it takes is for the Democrats to pool their resources together and say, yeah, we're requiring you to get vaccinated. If you don't get vaccinated and you're not going to have a vaccine card, yeah, no, you're not going to be able to do this, this, and that.
Can you do that though? But there's been no long-term studies. I feel like they wouldn't allow that.
They're not concerned about long-term studies. It's a political discussion at this point. Nobody's really concerned about the long-term side effects. Listen, do you want long-term? The vaccine's been out for over a has. There's people with the vaccine that've had it for over a year now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't do long-term with something like this. Long-term means the entire life of humans. There'll be another outbreak and another disease of some kind before we ever make it to that point. Most of those people will die of other causes before we ever get to the point where, oh, maybe it was the vaccine. A long-term study is literally impossible. And so what? And we put an expiration date on everybody that had the vaccine at 50? We're all going to procreate anyways, and our kids will be able to do it, so... So, long-term side effects. Listen, they literally just the other day, for the first time in 20 years, so the last time they did this, the Twin Towers were still up. There hadn't been anthrax attacks. Osama bin Laden was still alive. Bush was running
Right
against
after
Al
the
Gore.
Twin Towers.
Huh?
What?
Anyways, that's what I'm saying. I'm setting the stage. Imagine 20 years ago. For the first time in 20 years, the FDA has approved of a new Alzheimer's medication. Accelerated research. And I'm like, why is it accelerated?
Oh, I'm saying you went backwards. You say the Twin Towers were still up. Osama bin Laden was still alive.
Yeah.
Did after that.
What?
Your chronological timeline is out of order.
Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's 20
Yeah, it
years
does.
ago.
You gotta
20 years
list
ago,
the
that-
events as going back in time, not like jumping around to different periods.
Well, I was just thinking of them as they came into my head. The point
Oh,
is...
well, you should think of events further back.
No, I'm trying to think of stuff, and I had just...
Twin
been
Towers
born.
are still up. Okay, now think of something from 1990s.
Kyle had not been born.
1980s.
Kyle was just an idea.
That was an idea.
He was literally an idea.
Was I
Will
alive?
wasn't even an idea. You and I were strutting around, and I was strutting around in diapers. You were probably in pull-ups.
I was already walking on two hind legs.
Well, you should be like 2 or 3 by the time by what we're talking about. Anyways, so the FDA approved for the first time in 20 years an Alzheimer's medication, accelerated research. And my question is, why accelerated?
Need to get them back up to learning capabilities.
I don't understand.
We don't have
Like-
much time left.
I'm like, and then I was, okay, there's no obvious reason. The reason is because the people in power are the people that need the medication. So naturally, they're going to approve of an accelerated research because they need it.
What do they mean by accelerated research? Like they're just going to keep throwing money at it,
Pretty much.
until it works?
Yep. That's all that means.
Just keep throwing money at it until it works. Good idea.
I'm pretty sure it just means that they have government funding now and that they have unlimited resources, so And they're putting probably government labs to work on this. Hey, those people need jobs. They're finished with the coronavirus vaccine, so they need jobs. You know? Not like they're going to be working on antivirals for the coronavirus. That's going to take decades.
Yeah.
However, I think HIV antivirals, I think, have had a pretty big impact on that. That's actually like most of our antivirals are because of HIV. Interesting enough.
Mhm.
However, I think HIV is an interesting thing. Somebody's talking to, I talk about HIV and someone's like, oh, but we cured that. I'm like, in one person. We've done it once, and it was with a bone marrow transplant. That was literally
Wait,
like
who?
huh?
Is that who? Is that Michael Jordan or who is it that we cured?
I don't know. It was a few years ago we did it. They cured it. It was literally a bone marrow transplant. And I was just like, seriously? It makes sense because the HIV is tied with your immune system.
Oh, in March 2020, the second person has been cured.
With a different process or the same process?
Stem cell transplant.
So a different process. The first one was a bone marrow transplant, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and so which the bone marrow transplant, that makes sense because it's tied to your immune system, and the stem cells, I'm assuming they used it to modify the immune system so that it would attack the HIV. Is that what they did?
What?
Is that what they did? They modified the immune system to attack the HIV?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read about it.
Anyways, I think what they did with the bone marrow transplant is they took the bone marrow from somebody who had had the HIV vaccine and gave him that, and then, not before they wiped his entire immune system clean.
Yeah.
No, there isn't an HIV vaccine. They're working on it. They've got one that kind of works, and they've got a pill that kind of stops it. It's only approved for men, though. And there's the HIV pill. Interestingly enough.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. They have to word it assigned. It does not work for people assigned to female at birth. Which is interesting. So. Yeah, look at that. We're talking all kinds of stuff today. Viruses, vaccines.
It all
HIV.
started with annotations on YouTube.
Huh? Yeah. No, but yeah,
And
the
then
HIV.
the coefficient of friction on asphalt.
No, but the HIV one, the bone marrow transplant made sense to me. I was like, I mean, it's a long shot because bone marrow transplants are very dangerous and they don't always work for the things that they're meant to work for all the time. But it made sense. If you wipe their immune system, you can wipe out the HIV and then give them bone marrow to rebuild their immune system, but then they don't have the HIV anymore. But there's a high likelihood that they will die before you get their entire immune system wiped out because of an infection. Which is the high likelihood because they have HIV. So their immune system was already compromised. The stem cell transplant. I think that might be the solution to the problem. Except I don't think that's going to be the one they're going to use forever. I think if people who are rich enough want to get cured, they can do that. And if they can find a match. However, I think for the majority of people who will be cured of HIV, they will find something else. Some sort of antiviral, I'm assuming.
I'll give you a little shot.
It's probably going to be like a regiment of shots and IV.
It's like a 10-inch long needle.
Okay, that's literally what they use for. That's almost what they use for your bone marrow. Have you ever seen a bone marrow transplant
No.
or a sample?
No.
I have.
What?
I was there in person. I went with my
Where?
grandpa to Omaha. He was seeing his doctor, and they had to do a bone marrow sample.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did not walk around to the other side of the table to go watch them stick this massive needle into his leg. I was on the other side of the room talking to the nurse. But
I see.
as she,
Wait, how old were you?
I don't remember. This would have been before 2012. So I
Oh,
was
wait, so
like
this is still in your exploring days.
10 or 11. What do you mean in my exploring days?
Oh, I remember when your mom was in the hospital. We all you did was explore the hospital.
Well, this is 2010, 2011. This is before. This is before that.
Yeah. Because I remember when I went to go visit, it was like, where's Doc? Yeah, he's out exploring. He's seen the basement, the second floor, the third floor.
Well, I had nothing else to do.
Wait, did you get the timestamp? Hour.
Probably not. I'll have to listen to it, but whatever. That's what I plan to do today, anyways. Besides write a script about the scientific method.
You don't work today?
No.
We're doing a video on the scientific method.
Yes, sure. I sure am.
Hmm.
It's about time. I've been thinking
I
about
assume that should have been like the first video you did. The scientific method, scientific notation, sig figs.
The scientific method has changed since we would have taught it back then.
Is it really? What is it now?
Huh?
What is it now?
I don't know. It's different.
Is it like procedure, test, results,
It's
test
very,
again?
It's what I was taught.
Oh.
The scientific method is
You work this weekend, don't you?
no.
I thought you did. You work last weekend?
I just worked this weekend. I just worked
You work Saturday, Sunday.
I just worked it.
Oh, okay. You just worked this weekend. So this weekend you have off.
Yeah, they swapped my
This
weekends.
coming week. What?
They swapped my weekends,
Yeah.
and it's terrible. I hate it. Because the other weekend has no one I can talk to. Well, it will
6.
now, but because the other weekend now has nobody there. I have to close Saturday and Sunday.
Wait, the 3rd or the 10th off.
What are you talking about?
Wait, when? Yeah. You have July 10th off.
Your point?
Well, the next new moon is that weekend, I think.
Well, I can't
think
guarantee
it's
anything because of our aunt's party. She hasn't told me when they're doing it. I took that Friday off. They said it's either gonna be Friday or Sunday. I don't know why we're not.
But I don't think she'd do it a week later.
No.
She'd do it.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. You have to let me finish, and then I will explain. And that comes with the explanation. So it's either gonna be Friday or Sunday. I don't know why it's not Saturday, but whatever. Because if it was Saturday,
Sunday, okay.
What?
Whatever, Friday or Sunday.
Because if it were Saturday, I could easily fix this. I don't know why it has to be Sunday instead of Saturday, but whatever. Anyway, it's either gonna be Friday or Sunday. If it's Friday, I've already taken Friday off. No big deal. However, the problem is if it's Sunday, I have to probably swap weekends or something, which means it's going to probably affect the following weekend. But I don't know because they haven't told me. Because they don't.
How the hell would she put it on? What?
Because they're watching the weather.
Is weather supposed to be bad on Saturday? They didn't know the weather a week. They know weather a month in advance.
Kind of. Not really.
That's my point. You cannot know Nebraska weather a month in advance.
You don't know Nebraska weather 5 minutes in advance.
That's my point. And you can get a fairly good idea if it's going to snow, but you can't be exact.
Snow in July.
There's going to be a thunderstorm or rain. You don't know that. Month in advance.
That's what's kind of bugging me. I'm like, if it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. We've done it in the rain. We've had the party in the rain before.
Yeah, but we have. But I didn't think they liked that. I do remember that because that one year we were all inside.
I know, but Welcome to the. I know. It's just like
Oh, but in case you're curious, July 9th is the new moon.
okay. Yeah, it's just like
So my point is that you have, according to your schedule, you have July 10th off.
yeah. I can take the 9th off as well if you want me to.
Uh, we could do it 9th. Have to talk with mom, see what day works best for her. I think she just said just kind of
Let me know.
around it.
I will get it killed.
But I was kind of thinking about that too. See, the whole point was for, and I'm really lagging on my end. The whole point was for us to drive out, I think, together. But I was kind of thinking, how are we supposed to go to the new moon? How are we supposed to go to this site if we don't drive separately?
Okay, we drive together again. Whatever. We could drive two
Oh,
different
okay.
cars.
That was my point, because the whole point of this was mom didn't want to drive clear out there alone.
It's gonna be. I wonder if we're gonna be able to bring Kyle with bring Will with us since we'll have your mom with us.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll have.
I think that was because she didn't want to drive clear out there, alone.
Yeah. Oh no! We won't have him that weekend.
Why?
Because they have weekends. They have him that. Nope, we can't have him. I
What if we
no
did like a
longer-
Thursday, Friday, or
Well, no.
like that
Well,
whole week?
well, I guess if we go during the week, we can. It'd be fine. But we can't go on the weekend because he has to go to his dad's on that weekend.
Oh. Okay.
We can't. Yeah. Yes.
Well,
think
I
it's
guess
also
we'll
his-
communicate it. I'll communicate it with him too. Figure out what day he has to
I
go.
think it's also his birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I think I also have a dentist appointment that Monday.
I'll look around and I'll find a date that works for
I
him.
might have a dentist appointment that day. Hold on. I think it's over here. Give me a minute. Ugh. July 20th. Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind.
good.
It's weeks later. Ooh, I gotta remember to make sure I'm not working that morning.
I'll talk to him if he can help. See if he can come join. Because I did look. Apparently, would only be. We could go visit the corner again.
No.
Because I think it was like an hour and a half away or something.
It was an hour and a half. It was 2 hours from Alliance, and most of that was gravel roads.
We were gonna go visit the railroad though, the North Platte, the railroad spike.
What?
World's largest railroad in Nebraska.
Oh, world's largest railroad in Nebraska. That's redundant.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the world's largest railroad, which is in Nebraska.
Yeah, yard.
Oh.
I can't believe that's the world's largest rail yard. I can't believe China doesn't have something. Or
World's largest
Russia.
rail yard is in Nebraska.
Because China has everything big,
Except that.
apparently. Which
I'll look it up.
which I find really hard to believe.
Type it in again.
Well, anyways, I guess we'll get to the comments. New segment time. Your comment.
Bailey Yard. North Platte, Nebraska.
Interesting. Yeah, there's not a lot of comments this week, but there are some.
They call it a world's largest railroad classification yard. Same thing.
I don't know. All right. Unboxing. I think I read this comment last time. I don't remember if I did. I'm going to read it again. Unboxing a Swift SW350T Lab microscope. XX Bobby XXX86 asked, "What's the difference between the 350T and the 380T?" I have no idea. The end of an era. Minecraft Let's Play 46 Part 1. The water bottle commented, "Coffee isn't even good, but if it's there, I will drink it. I will also drink it." Which is what I said. I'm like, if it's there, I'll probably drink it. It's not great. The way I make it, I enjoy the way I make it. But it's just French vanilla. DIY 18 Mrs. Wages Crate Kosher Dill Pickles Review. Colin Forehand commented, could you maybe compare it to a name brand pickle flavor? And I said it's probably comparable to Great Value. It's just not as strong as like maybe a name brand. It's hard to remember. That was over a year ago. That was almost a year ago. So views and rocks. A trip to ... vlog 10. The water ball commented, "Lol, you guys seem to be getting sick of each other's company towards the end." And I replied, "Yes, we were." Wouldn't you agree? Hello?
Yes. Sorry.
Wouldn't you agree that by the end of the trip we were getting sick of each other?
Scared?
Sick of each other.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we definitely were.
Yes. Oh, yeah. By like the third day, it had become very irritable, especially during the tornado.
Yeah. Because I was like,
We have driven through snowstorms, driven through hail, tornadoes, downpour rain,
there's nothing left
all weather.
except for a hurricane.
That'll be next when we go on our Florida trip.
We're not going to Florida.
We're
Hurricane
driving to
season.
Miami.
I don't want to go to Miami. If we're gonna go to Miami, we're gonna go in like January or December. So when it's like 68 degrees there, it's like perfect.
Oh, why not like July, August?
No,
It's just
I'm not
beating down
going in
hot.
hurricane season.
Oh, that seems like the best. You don't want to see one?
That's like you wanting to go to California in fire season. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, middle of August.
Let's go in August. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? The beginning of an era, Minecraft Let's Play 46 Part 2, the Waterball commented. An anticlimactic end to the episode. Little bit. On my way to becoming a YouTuber, Minecraft Let's Play 47. These are all on the gaming channel, by the way. Go subscribe. Chris Chin. So it's interesting. So I started this gaming channel, and all these comments are the kind of comments you get when you first start your gaming videos. So it's interesting. So Chris Chan said, "Awesome video. I found it researching Let's Plays. I just started making Minecraft videos too. Good luck with your world." Bro, did you not read the title? It's Minecraft Let's Play 47. 47! I've been doing this for we've been doing this for over half a year. This is not the beginning. Quays Fire commented, "Dr. Sheep Gaming, you have been invited to a private SMP server." He invited me to a Minecraft server. No. Team Denzier commented, "Hey team, I'm so glad they added scaffolding in Minecraft. Yes, scaffolding is super useful." Anyways, so to the YouTube stuff. The gaming channel has 8 subscribers. So pretty good. Have you subscribed to it yet?
I don't recall.
You better go subscribe. As should you who's watching. Go subscribe. And subscribe to the main channel. Because yesterday we hit 361. We dropped back down to 360.
Oh.
But we're at 360. We're 40 subscribers away.
Is that more than your main Twitter or Instagram?
Oh, we've blown past my Instagram.
I remember you were making the whole thing about how you wanted to beat your main Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, we blew past that.
Uh,
Actually, I don't know if we've blown past.
on the rise to 1K.
We have also passed how many people I follow.
Oh, really?
I follow 319 people, and we have 360 subscribers. So, props to us.
I mean, you can easily change that.
What?
You can just go start follow everyone.
Yeah.
Is there like a follow all button?
What?
yeah, you just go follow all.
You cannot just follow everybody on Instagram.
That's not a thing.
No. Oh my
Imagine
God.
how many notifications you'd get.
So, have you seen the Samsung Sam memes?
Oh.
Oh. You haven't seen her?
No, I have not. Do I have Instagram, sir? Do I know
You
about
need
these?
Instagram to see it. Let me see if I can
I
find it.
have not heard about these. No.
Uh,
Pull up one so I
you
can see
don't
their
know
temp.
about her?
Oh, read it to me. I can't see that.
Mom, why do you like Samsung so much? Is their tech that good? Me, no reason. Also me. And then it shows a picture of Samsung Sam.
I didn't know that Samsung Sam.
Okay, so like it's funny because Samsung's assistant is Bixby. And I figured her name would be Bixby because Bixby is technically a female, which is weird. I would have figured it'd been a guy, but with the name Bixby. But anyways, but no, her name is Sam. And I guess that makes sense. But like they made
Mhm.
her like super anime, and the whole internet's like drooling over her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go look up Samsung's new virtual assistant. The whole internet's like drooling over her.
It would be Bixby.
What?
Did you say you thought the name would be?
Well, Bixby, because that's the name of Samsung's assistant now.
Oh,
But I don't know. Also, they did you see these the Padme and Anakin memes?
oh.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that meme took off. It's
Why?
so good. What?
It's no good.
No, it's so good.
Oh,
So in Attack of the Clones, Anakin and Padme are sitting in this field of grass, and Anakin gives her this look, and like he doesn't say anything after saying this thing, and she's like, "Right?" And she starts getting concerned, and he's just like continues to have the same look on his face. Oh my god! So it's like this one. I'm gonna buy a VR headset. Anakin says that. Padme's like, for gaming, right? Anakin gives the same look.
oh.
And Padme's just like, for gaming, right?
No, I did. I've seen that template. Because wait, have you stopped watching PewDiePie?
I don't watch him as much as it. Did you do a meme review of it already?
He did it. Well, I haven't seen the. I didn't watch the whole video, but it was that template, and it was like PewDiePie. I'm gonna go take a shower, Marcia, for showering, right? Because remember his whole
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
how
because he was
was
taking craps in the shower.
taking craps in the shower. So his whole thing was about like how he's in the shower guy, and so there's all these memes like it's that template.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a shower for showering, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, now it's Anakin and Padme, and it's so good. That and the Samsung Sam. The memes the past few weeks have been pretty good with Samsung Sam. And
Yeah.
anyways, so 360 subscribers. We're almost to 1 subscriber per day of the year. 6 more, and then we've done it.
Yeah.
Even on
And you
the
gained-
percent.
Then you gained 1 subscriber every day for the year you've been a YouTuber.
Yeah, sure, because it's totally not like we've been doing this since 2017 or something, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, next year's our 5-year anniversary.
We've still technically beat your record of what 1 subscriber a month.
Oh, we do like 13 to 17 subscribers per month right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
This
The
month
average?
has been crazy. We were like doing only like 13 subscribers per month there for a few months, and then this month we've shot up to 17.
Oh wow! Shut up.
Like I've been
It's still an average.
yeah, I've been gaining about a subscriber a day right now.
Really?
Yeah, just about.
Oh.
For the past like week or so, it's been like, well, you know, I'll take it. I'll be back. But it's weird because views haven't gone up, watch time hasn't gone up, nothing has changed, just subscribers. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is this happening? And so I suspect what's happened is these new subscribers, they're not watching videos. And so it's hurting the channel algorithmically. So we're growing, but it's hurting the channel algorithmically because people are subscribing but not watching, which is a big deal. Like, thanks for subscribing. That means a lot to me that you subscribed. But
give me
if you
watch
don't
time.
watch a video right away or watch a few videos in the first day, it kind of hurts the channel. However, the vlog and these last few videos, because I'm not uploading daily, people are coming back to the channel And like, I haven't heard Doc post in a while because I haven't posted. I didn't post a gaming video yesterday. I keep forgetting it's Tuesday. Jesus, instead of like a Saturday or something. I didn't post a gaming video yesterday because I put it on the gaming channel. So people are like, "Hey, where's this week's gaming video?" And they see it's gone. They're like, "Oh, look, there's new videos. There's other videos that are up." So I suspect we're gonna start to see some things are gonna start rolling again,
Hmm.
and things are gonna start picking back up. I think we're gonna see a bit of a revitalization here, which is interesting because the channel doesn't do well in the summer typically. So this will be interesting. Like I should
People are out and
say,
about.
I should say this: the channel does do well in the summer. Like the videos we upload do well. Old videos do not. Old videos do well during the school because they're all science videos, and science videos do well when there's school.
I was also just gonna think that, like in the summer people are out and about,
That is true.
enjoying life. They should not be on YouTube. I should you not be?
I mean, I'll be back to watching YouTube all the time once I finish Seinfeld.
People ask, so what'd you do your summer? I watched I watched this video, this video, this video, this video, this video. I watched two videos at once on two different screens at the same time
I
at
that
two
was
times.
I was in a rough space. I was in a rough place there.
When I came over to watch that movie, I was like,
Mid-semester.
bruh. When I got rid of YouTube for during Lent, I was like, sir, sir, is this like conservation of YouTube watching? I've now taken my binging, and I have to I transferred all my binging to you. The conservation of YouTube binging.
The conservation of YouTube. Yeah, I was in a rough place there in about mid-semester.
Yes, yes, you were.
I was in a very rough place watching a lot of YouTube. But I've been watching Seinfeld recently. Once Seinfeld's finished, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. You should watch. You finished The Office?
I never watched The Office.
Oh,
I can't. I don't think I can be on Peacock. I don't think anybody here in my room has Peacock.
was that the only thing it's on?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if it'll probably be on Netflix again.
No, it won't
Ever?
ever.
It seems I could have went through stages
Yes.
because I remember like
Yes.
2 years ago it was on, and then they took it off,
Yes.
and then it was on again in like December because Kyle.
You're horrible at this today.
I'm thinking of the name I want to use because Kyle posted that he wanted to that watermelon drop on the trampoline,
Oh yeah.
and that was from The Office, and I remember that because he was going through a whole stage where he wanted to finish The Office because they're gonna take it off Netflix. Well, I thought I was just going through its just brief stage.
No. So usually, yes, this would just be its stage of going off Netflix. However, NBC, the people who own The Office, have their own streaming platform because why the hell not? And so that's what's happened.
Uh,
So yeah, I guess we should talk about YouTube for a little bit. So, over the next few weeks, there's gonna be some awkwardness. So there's gonna be two podcasts in a row, and that's being done because I swapped weekends for work, and so I have to do podcast 69 and podcast 70 back to back. Um, we're not going to once a week. I would like to, but I don't want to do that. I'm kind of enjoying the weeks where I just have to make a science video. I don't have to do anything. I just have to write a script. I don't have to worry about anything else. I can just upload the Minecraft and Farming Sim Let's Play on the other channel. I don't have to worry about monitoring it on my channel. So, it's not the end. So, like, doing that and doing podcast highlights, it's going to be annoying. I also think we're going to be done uploading podcast highlights on the weekend.
Or podcast highlights on the weekend.
I think we're done. I don't need to do that anymore because those videos go up on the gaming channel, and people want to watch the gaming channel, they're going to go to the game channel. People that don't want to watch the gaming stuff are going to come here. So, it's two different viewer audiences here. There might be overlap, and so be it. Those people will watch both videos. But, more than likely, so be it. They get more videos from me in the day. Which some people like, like, hey, I get 2 Dr. Sheep videos in one day. So be it. It's basically 2 podcasts. One's me talking to myself, and one's talking to you. Yeah. So, yeah.
You, the viewer.
Yeah, Phil doesn't respond. What are we talking about? But
I'm no better than, Will and Kyle.
But, so yeah, we're doing that. So we're going to swap the weeks the science videos are on. So there's going to be no science video for 2 weeks. So, and it's not going to be a science video. It's still going to be a vlog. I still have that Menards video back cataloged. And then we're going to see some really old footage after that. Because I've got, do you remember the dog video?
Dog video.
You probably don't remember. The one that Will wrote?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I haven't uploaded it yet. That's still sitting.
What?
That is still sitting on my SD card.
What?
It never got uploaded. I need to get some B-roll shots for it still. But yeah. I never finished it.
I need to finish the script to my video.
We also need to finish the sign video. We need to redo the view video. You know that one I'm talking about?
Sign video?
Huh?
Well, what's the sign video?
The sign
video?
Where I make a sign and haul it around the back of my truck.
Oh yeah, you were gonna do that, weren't you?
I'm really thinking about scrapping it. I spent $100 on the thing, but that was $100 a month ago, which is worth significantly less than it is now. That $100. May I point that out? That $100 I spent back in January is worth significantly is a measurable percentage less than it is now.
How much? Like $90?
Nah, I wouldn't say that much. Probably like $99. I think.
Oh, what?
Well, if inflation's at 3%, which I think is what it's at, if inflation's at 3%,
Is that what the concern is?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So here's the thing: if inflation's at 3%, theoretically, that was $100 is spent back then. I've taken 1% off of it now, 1.5%, because it's been about half a year since I started that. Since I spent that initial investment. So theoretically, I've taken 1.5% off what my initial investment.
So $98.50.
Pretty much. Now it's worth less. And I've made all that money back since then. And then some. So I'm like, I don't miss the money, and I'm not gonna...
Is it 1.5 or 1.05?
It'd be 1.5. Because it's been half a year, and if inflation's at 3%, I don't know if it's actually at 3%.
Oh, I got it.
I don't know if it's that high. It might be. Inflation might be that high. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't checked. I think
I have a high interest savings account at 2%.
Which is literally your money is still losing money.
I mean, I'm gaining faster than the economy.
No, you're not.
It's at 2%?
If inflation is 3% and your interest rate's 2%.
Oh, I thought you said inflation was 1.5.
No. That's 1 point. If it's 3% for the year, we're at half a year. That's 1.5%.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh.
I don't know what the inflation. If it's 3%, you're losing money.
So I'll need to put it in an ultra high high interest savings.
You have
account.
to put it in a CD. But the CD interest rates are 0. Your only way to make money, the only way to put your money to work is putting it in a mutual fund or stocks. And putting it at like a 90-10. 10% bonds, 90% stocks.
So I'll put it all in Doge.
Oh my god. My dad
you
owns
should've
parts of Doge.
Is he really?
Yes. Him and some guys at work decided they were gonna go buy some Dogecoin.
What'd they buy it at?
I think my dad bought it at like 20 cents. So
That's so good.
he's made some money.
I had a friend who bought it at so like there were two rises or whatever. You know, at the first one it was go back in like January or whatever.
Yes. When
And
I
it
was
went
gonna
up to
buy
like
it.
9 cents. And it went up to like 9 cents. Well, my friend, his dad bought some. Everyone was making fun of him because it was like that was like its peak at 9 cents, and then it just dropped a rock. And then Elon Musk wanted it to hit the moon over there. He said Doge to the moon over there. He wanted it like what $1 on 420,
Yeah.
and then it got up to like 42 cents or something.
It got up to like 60,
Held
70
on to it.
cents.
He held on to it.
Yeah, so it's worth more. I was gonna buy it at 5 cents, but Robinhood
cents?
screwed me over and I didn't have any money anymore.
What happened to Robinhood?
Remember how it took them like 2 months to approve my damn account before I could do anything?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was
did they ever approve it?
yeah, but long after I was bored with it. I haven't checked.
Now it's at 30.
I should buy it now. I know 30 if it's at 30, is it actually at 30?
Yeah. 0.309.
Ooh. I might buy some.
Cents.
I might buy some.
Okay.
Because that's pretty low. Because it was like at 37 for a while. That's pretty low. I might buy it. We'll see. Anyways, so yeah. Just be ready for that. 2 podcasts in a row. Podcast 69 and Podcast 70. It's just going to be Phil and I for both of them because Kyle, we might
It's been
have...
dropping. It's been going down the whole week.
Good. We might not. We might have Kyle for Podcast 70. Might. I don't think we will, but we might have him. Well, I know we won't have Will. But, whatever. Anyways. 4th segment time. Back to that first memory thing. So, like, I don't know what my first memory is because I don't know chronologically how these events played out. But one of the earliest memories I have was actually a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is interesting. I almost came up for a theory there for a second that was my brain starting to actually write memories that I would, actually remember. And so that's what caused the nightmare. Was my brain kicking into this new stage in its growth.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah. I remember waking up and my parents having to deal with me after freaking out about it. And that is when I always had a radio and a nightlight in my room.
Mm.
And I always had them leave the light on and the TV on outside my room, and they would watch TV, and I'd make sure they were still out there. And I did that as a kid for a long time. It took me until I was probably 8, maybe even 9 years old before I finally was yeah, you can. I was yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. But I think that's the earliest I can remember. It's hard to know because one of my other early memories was this beehive. These bees moved into my daycare, and I remember one of the days because we remember one day there was just all these black dots flying around. And oh, they're bees. Well, then the next day, we saw they built a hive in the trees, and they had to go and remove the hive. That's got to be one of the earliest
You
ones.
have to call like an exterminator for that, or?
Well, they probably called like a beekeeper, somebody who wants bees, and they went and
Oh.
removed them. Because that's what they don't they don't exterminate bees, because bees I think are an endangered species. They just get moved and turned to uh, farm bees, and they just basically domesticate them. So yeah, it was. I think that's one of those few, and I've got other memories of daycare. There
You
are like
told me once a while back. You said you remember every birthday you've had till like 3 years old or something.
I don't remember them anymore. I'm
Don't remember it
sure
anymore.
if I went back and looked at the photo album, everything would click back and I'd remember every single one of them. I don't remember them anymore. I know I've cried on every single one of them.
I know.
That is a
We have some.
fact.
We have some pictures of some of those.
I know I have cried on every single one of my birthdays. I know that for a fact.
Every single one.
Every single one. Even my 21st, I cried.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you guys pissed me off.
Oh yeah, that's right. But you actually cried.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't help it. That was finals week.
Well, I know, but
What did you expect?
the other
It's
two.
final. It's like literally dead week.
I know, but the other two idiots.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Will being an idiot, as per the.
We did eventually go to Moore Hall, though.
What bugged me was that you told me last minute. That's what really bugged me.
Well,
It wasn't that
like
we
I
weren't
said,
going.
I didn't know. I didn't know I'd have to retake a test.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm not blaming you. I blame Will mostly. I don't remember what Kyle's reason was, but I think. But you all let me know 2 days before it happened. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because
Literally all within like 5 minutes of it. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
yeah, because we were gonna supposed to go see the Josh fight and everything. You had it all laid out.
Yeah, you guys missed the Josh fight.
Yeah,
And you got to see my videos though.
yeah. I remember I watched a live stream of some guy who was streaming. I watched like a minute of it because it was just so.
And you saw me in there.
It was lagging. Yeah, and you were in the video. Yeah.
Yep. Like, oh my god, he's actually there.
Well, I thought it was crazy how when I started watching it, the moment I started, I saw you.
Yeah.
So what are the odds I click on a video of a guy who's literally standing behind you?
Yeah.
No, it's what are the odds that happened? Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure because I don't know how many people were live streaming that were there. It's like the fact that I clicked on the one video of a guy standing behind you.
there were enough people there that the service was bad.
Yeah.
Because they didn't my phone wasn't terrible just because I have 5G and so mine was able to hook onto a 5G network. And so mine wasn't terrible. But for most people I could imagine it's pretty bad.
Because everyone's gonna have it. They're going to post it on their story. They're all gonna want to take videos. So.
Mine was pretty bad, but I was able to I didn't hook onto a 5G network, but my phone has that capability if it's available. And 5G can hold a lot
iPhone
more
12
people.
does.
Huh?
iPhone 12 does.
Yes, the first iPhone with 5G. Congratulations, you made it into the modern era.
Because you always like to hoard the last to get on everything. However, we got dark mode Snapchat before you did.
I still don't have it. That reminds me, I have to update. I have so many. My phone doesn't give me notifications about when to update anymore. I don't know why. You know how new phones are.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my god, I gotta go and update. I'm still in the early stages, where I update everything. Why do we have Netflix on here? I should uninstall that. I don't need that. You know what's interesting? In the Google App Store, when you download TikTok, they make an ad for TikTok. So like when you download TikTok, every time you go into your updates, it's like, hey, go update go on TikTok. I'm like, what? How much did TikTok pay Google to do that? Like, seriously. And also, the Google Play Store is just glitchy. I thought it was just my old phone. No, it's the Google Play Store. It's just glitchy, which is nice. Because, like, you can push the update button on some apps a billion times and it won't update until, like, every other app's finished. And then it'll start, like, saying it's pending. I don't know why, but... Anyway, so yeah. So, okay. Other than, I'm sure if I sat down and I thought about it, I could probably think back to almost every single birthday. So besides those birth ones, what's the...
Hang on. Will just got back to me.
About what?
Well, about what day would work for him.
What are we talking about? Oh, for the trip. We're going on a trip. I don't want to talk about it because I figured you guys don't want to hear about another trip again. I think we already talked about it, though. So, what do you say?
He just got back to me. I asked if you're if you're with his dad so that we can. He just said, yeah, why?
Never mind.
I don't know what day he's leaving exactly.
He leaves usually about Friday night.
Oh.
Anyways, once he turns 16, though, I think we're allowed to take him with us wherever we go. Because technically, I think once he turns 16, he's legally able to drive, and so he could leave his dad's place. He doesn't have to be there. I think. I know 18. He can do whatever he wants, but I think 16 he doesn't have to stay there like he does now, because I don't know. I'm sure it's foggy. Because like I'm sure he could go to his dad's every weekend then if he wanted to.
Huh.
Hard to say, or like any day of the week. I think that's how the 16 works. I'm not sure. We'd have to ask him. Anyways, so what besides those birth ones? What's your first memory you can remember?
Oh, besides that, I definitely remember. So I was born in '97. I definitely remember pre-August 2000 because August 2000 is when we moved out to our new place. I have memories of the old house that we used to live in.
Wow.
2 or 3 memories that I remember sitting on the couch one day. We had white walls, white cabinets. And I remember watching the TV. Those those blue glasses we have for like our milk or whatever. I remember sitting on the couch and there was like a glass near me. That's like one of the first memories I have.
Mm.
And that I would have been
2 or 3.
2. I would have turned 3 in October of 2000.
What is so? I guess.
But I do remember them when they were building the house.
So
I would have been 2 years old in 8 months or something.
I don't quite know what my first memory of you and Kyle is. I know it would have been you two together. It wouldn't have been just you.
Yeah, I remember some very early Christmases. We all met up, and do you remember how we had our whole joke about property?
We stole his identity.
His identity, yeah.
That can't be that early, right? That
was one of the first though. That was one of the earliest things of our interactions all together.
No way.
From what my mom told me, we didn't start hanging out though. Like our first few Christmases, I'd have to ask her, but she was saying like our first few Christmases, we just kind of like acknowledged each other. We didn't really start like hanging out, playing with each other. when we were kids.
Do you
It
remember?
was, it was a couple of years.
Do you Does she remember how we started hanging out, or do you remember?
I'd have to ask her. I'd have to ask her.
Because like I'm pretty sure it was gonna be you and I, because I think that's how we steal Kyle's identity or property. I thought we stole his identity.
'Cause I always remember the word property. I don't know why.
I don't. Well, we didn't know what the hell any of it meant.
See, I know you mean identity. I mean, I feel like that's just such a big word for a kid. Property is just such a common word. I feel like I think you said property.
You gotta also remember that younger me knew way more than anybody actually realized.
Yeah, but for some reason, the word property.
Property sticks out to me too. But I think I might have said identity as we got older. I wasn't able to say it correctly, so I just had to say property.
Huh.
I think that's what it was. I didn't know what identity meant. I didn't know what we were stealing. We just had like this one item. I'm like, we have his identity or his property.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I couldn't say identity. I was like, identity property. We just have his property.
Property.
We have his property.
Property.
Property. Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh man. I remember
that. That was a while ago. Yeah.
Was it really that early? I thought we were like 5 or 6. I thought it was like 5 or 6.
But like I said, my mom said that our first few, we didn't really hang out much.
But I mean, how old was that picture of us in that piece of cardboard?
Oh, I
With
mean,
me
I would
sitting on
probably
you guys.
would have probably already been in school by then.
Huh?
I would have probably already been in school by then. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like at least in like first grade or something.
I would have been in kindergarten or getting close to.
That's my point.
Damn. I remember that. I still remember that. I can remember we were in the office. And one of the earliest ones I can remember was he was in the living room and we swiped it from him and then we ran to the office. And then I remember we locked
He was holding what?
What?
He had what in his hand?
So he was playing in the living room.
Yeah.
And we went and stole something. I don't remember what it was, but we stole it.
Oh. We did that all the time.
Well, yeah, but like we stole some toy. We called it his identity or his property. And then we ran to the office.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in the chair. And even back then, I'm pretty sure I was leading the charge on things. So I was like, so. And you were standing like, what do we do? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I'm formulating an idea. I don't know yet. We're coming up with something. And I pretend to work on the computer.
Yeah.
And be your boss. Didn't we have a game where I was your boss or something?
I don't know, probably. Sounds about right.
I was a take charge kind of kid, you know. That's why I suspect I started.
Well, part of it was because it was some of the stuff that you did was a little mean to him. It was hard for me to.
Oh yeah.
Take charge on that. I didn't want to do that.
Oh yeah. I had no remorse.
Exactly.
Oh, no wonder my mom was always just like, every time I went somewhere, behave. I'm like, what?
What
do I look like? A terrorist to you? Yes.
Well, not far off from one.
Apparently I was.
I remember my earliest memories, though. I remember taking, like, my little toy set. I had, like, a little barn, you know. What was that? It was based off, like, a TV show, you know, like the little plastic pigs and cows and all that.
Oh,
I used to play with it, little tykes or whatever.
It was little. Is it Little People?
Little People. Little People. All right. I think it was a TV show with it.
I mean, I had them too. I don't remember if there
wasn't a little TV show because I think I remember. Anyways, yeah, I remember playing with them in the like living room area back when it was just all wood. When they're still framing the house.
Well,
I remember when they made the concrete to the little I guess entryway area to the front door.
really, they just had you playing in a construction site. What a
Yeah.
wonderful
Well,
dad.
'cause my dad would go out. My dad had to go out there, and someone had to watch, and they didn't have a babysitter, so I always tagged along. I'd play in the front yard or in the house. Yeah.
That sounds extremely dangerous. Because I feel like if
I
had
remember
been,
they showed me that. I said, "This is gonna be your room,"
because I feel
It's not
like
really enclosed yet, but this is it.
because I feel like if I had if that did like my dad, I feel like I would have caused problems.
Oh yeah. That's then again that's you.
It is me. But no, see, my theory is that I approached you to play the first time. I suspect that's what it would be. I'm assuming that's what it would be. I mean, it's possible you approached because you were older, but
It was mutual.
potentially mutual. But I suspect I might have started the engagement, just being because that's my personality, and that's the personality I had then. But I don't remember.
Fisher Price.
There it is. Yep.
Look up Fisher Price, Little People. This is it.
Yeah. I remember. I had it set like that too. Well, I guess it was my
man.
brother's, but yeah. I
remember that. Oh my gosh.
yes, I had it set like that. I loved it.
And then what was the other show?
The chicken was my favorite. I put him up in the roost and then had him like fly around like a plane. I was a very violent kid. I liked war. I blame my brother though. He showed me Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, and I was obsessed with war ever since then.
Oh yeah.
He showed me Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, and I remember that. I remember seeing it. I was like, well, this is freaking cool. And I'm like, all right, war it is. War is cool. Blowing things up, guns and planes. Ever since then, I blame my brother for that one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was good. Do you?
What was the name of the farmer show? What the farmer?
I don't know. Maybe you're thinking of the Veggie Tales, maybe.
Oh no, not Veggie Tales. That is a good show.
VeggieTales. VeggieTales is not good. What are you talking about?
Eh?
I did not enjoy VeggieTales. The religious tomato. It just felt
Oh, there's some good ones. I used to watch that in catechism all the time.
Like the cucumber would pop a joke, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is funny, all right? This is a cartoon. And then the tomato would read gospel, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what the hell is this? I'm like, why is he preaching to me right now about the faith of God and blah blah? I'm like, what?
You did not think like that as a kid.
I didn't like it because I didn't like church. I definitely didn't like that. I was like, why is the tomato talking about God? Because, like, you never see God on TV. That's not a thing. No one talks about faith on TV. So here I am watching faith on TV, and I'm like, well, this is strange. You know, I used to public access. PBS. That's all I watched as a kid before they got Dish was PBS.
I don't want to sing the song out loud. Remember the Caillou song?
The Thug one?
Yeah, there's that one. I said, yeah, you watched Caillou.
I did watch Caillou.
And then the song popped into my head.
I'm just a kid, and I got a big head. I'm always crying, I'm Caillou. F you, I'm Caillou.
It's not it.
I don't. Growing up is not a joy. I don't like these effing toys. Cause smoke a bleezy with your boy, I'm Caillou. Oh man, did you ever not Little Bill? What was the
Little Bill? Oh,
Little
yeah.
Bill was good. Do you remember the tapes?
Yes, sir.
No. Do you remember the tapes that your mom?
VHS.
Do you remember the VHS tapes your mom gave my mom for me to watch? It had like Scooby Doo on it and stuff.
Yeah.
It had It had only a part.
Oh, yeah.
Of
VHS.
It only had part of the one of the Scooby Doo movies, the Alien one. I literally it took me over a decade before I saw the whole thing.
Really?
because then Cartoon Network showed it. I'm like, wait, this is coming back from my memory. I was like 15. I'm like, whoa, my memory is like, what is going on here?
Yeah. We used to record stuff all the time.
Oh yeah. VHS.
VHS recording was huge.
I was see that's why I like cameras and stuff now. I was obsessed with like the idea of recording something with a camera and then watching it back. I was like, let's make a movie. And that's how Sword started, and that's how we got
Oh, that was how we started.
Pickle Boy.
Pickle Boy and Pizza Man, and then
I don't remember Pizza. I just remember Pickle Boy.
that's what you were.
Right. What were you?
Pizza Man.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just remember like the first one where it was like me waking up at like 8 a.m. or something or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
like
showed
getting
my
into my
mom's camera.
car and hitting like
Her little tiny blue Canon camera.
yeah. You could only record a minute of video at a time.
Wasn't that short?
Yeah, it was.
What?
Yeah, we could only
They had
record.
like 2 minutes of footage.
Yeah, because we recorded 2 different videos.
No, it was more than a minute though.
Oh. Maybe that's all we could. I don't remember. I thought we could only record a minute at a time.
Oh no. We recorded longer.
Oh. See, I was used to my dad's VHS camera that could record a really long time, like 15 minutes.
Well, technically, I looked it up one time. It's the reason why it's 30 minutes is because then they can tax it as a video camera.
Right.
If it's shorter than 30 minutes, then it's a camera. If it films longer than 30 minutes, then they can put tax on it as a actual video camera.
That's annoying.
Mhm.
Actually, currently, right now, it's actually a technological limitation.
But what about computers, though? I mean, we can record with a computer basically indefinitely.
I have 4 terabytes we can eat up on this computer, so
Yeah, we can record with a computer indefinitely. There's
Pretty
no limit to
much.
computer recording.
yeah. But no,
But I mean, then again, you can tax a computer like crazy.
do you remember the first time I ever stayed over at your house? It was Kyle's birthday / first communion.
Is that it?
Huh?
Is that it? Or is that it? Was
Yeah,
that the one?
yeah. I remember, or maybe it might not have been his first communion. Might have been. No. Yeah, it was his first communion. Yeah, definitely. Well, no, I think it was his birthday, and then I remember his first communion. They're bleeding together.
It might have been the same thing.
I know, but
I think we might have had one party.
either way, I remember, and we were playing with Legos the entire time because he got those new Indiana Jones sets,
Oh yeah, Legos.
and I wanted to stay the night.
Well, Indiana Jones, that would have been Christmas.
No, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That wasn't
And
Christmas.
you got that for Christmas,
Wait, oh, he froze. Oh no, we lost him.
I swear.
Well, he
What?
might have gotten the set at Christmas, but we were playing with it.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, I think he had the the actual temple. I think he got it for Christmas, and then he
Oh,
got
yeah, he
those
got it for-
trucks.
The reason why I remember for Christmas is because he got that, and then I got some other.
Your parents
What
spent.
was the other big city?
Oh yeah.
Was
Your parents spent $200 on that Christmas.
I don't know if they were the $100 ones.
Yeah, they were.
I think they were like 80.
Well, yeah, still though, they probably also gave you other gifts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the $100 one.
I mean, it's $100 now. Back then, it was 80. It's $100 now, easy. But back then, it wasn't. But like that's still crazy. They spent $200 on that Christmas.
That's because they gave us hardly anything for our birthdays.
Oh,
For our birthdays, all we usually did was just go out to eat.
I don't know if I could ever put a.
We didn't really get birthday presents. Our birthday present was going out to eat, and then they give us a big gift for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't remember
Gifts.
my birthday and Christmas gifts that far back.
But it's either that or a SpongeBob. I got like the SpongeBob set too one
I
time.
remember the SpongeBob set.
Uh, oh no, operators.
Yep.
I think that's what it was. I
I
got one of the big operator sets.
What I think was interesting was like back then, you and Kyle were already drastically different people. Like we're talking, and literally, it was literally right brain and left brain.
Yeah.
It still is.
I don't know. We have. I think it's more or less the things we focus on. We have very similar beliefs. So I've had discussions with him. I don't want to mention some. I don't want to mention some of these, but we've had discussions. We have very similar beliefs.
I'm sure you have similar beliefs, but like the way you go about everything, though.
Our everyday lives are different.
Yeah.
Our beliefs, our political beliefs, are very similar.
Yeah. But no, what was interesting was because you were very neat and tidy. He was very messy.
Well, I was very messy in the beginning too, and then I had a problem with it because I couldn't find anything.
But I mean, you stayed.
Part of it was
But you have
part of
stayed.
it was that we had bunk beds for the longest time. I never really had a problem with it.
Right.
And then I could never. And then my room was a mess sometimes, and I could never find anything. So then I started organizing, then I could actually find stuff that I wanted to play with.
Like, don't get me wrong. So like, your room has been messy at times, but for the majority of the time, at least the times I saw, anyways, it was clean and like everything had its place. And I was like, Jesus, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
And Kyle's.
So that's how I could remember where to put stuff. Remember where to find it.
Yeah, and then Kyle's was a mess. You were okay with me going in there. He hated me going in there, or anybody going into his room.
He hated me going in there especially.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to touch any one of his toys.
Well, you also didn't want me to touch any of your stuff, because you had it in its place.
Yeah.
Then there was my room, which...
Well, you had a problem with me playing with your stuff. I remember for the longest time,
I
you wouldn't
have
let me touch
problems with
your
people-
combine.
I still have problems with people touching my stuff.
Your Lego combine? Oh my gosh, I could never touch that.
No, because I remember all the things you've broken, and I remember every single one of them, and I was just like, I'm not letting you break this. I'm not spending 2 hours putting this together again.
I test things to their limit, so I'll put it that way.
Oh, I know.
I test things
I
to their limit.
remember. Why do you think I cry at my birthday parties? I cry for different reasons now. Why do you think I cried back then?
Oh, let me play with this. How durable are these Legos?
Not very durable at all.
Look,
And
I
it's
got a
like-
plane. Let's reenact 9/11.
And it's like, it's weird because, like, Kyle... You and Kyle both play with toys about the same. You're kind of just like, ow, whatever. But then after you're done, how you take care of the toys was different. Kyle would just leave them there. You would go put them back in their place. Me, I was very careful with them, and then I put them back.
Hmm?
Which is, I don't know why. Oh. Anyways, we'll continue until he's back.
Use
Oh,
a pen.
why do you need a pen?
One. I thought of something. Need to solve something real quick. Go on.
Are you gonna be listening, or are you gonna be
Something-
doing math?
Something popped into my head. I want to continue. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
You're
So
talking about your way of organizing your room after you're done playing with the toy.
yeah. Well, I did. My room didn't have toys.
Oh. Yeah.
And to this day, I still see the differences. So Kyle, I'm about in between you and Kyle. Wouldn't you say I'm in between you two?
I mean, in between.
So like my stuff has its place. It's organized, but it's clutter. It's a mess. You know, like you've seen my desk at my house. You've seen my TV stand. It looks like a mess, a total wreck. But
Yeah,
like,
you've really gone downhill, my man.
well, I've done. This is how my life's been. This is how I've always done things. I just kind of pile stuff on top of it, and then one day I go and clean it. It's always irritating because my main problem is I put something away, and then the very next day I'm like, oh crap, I need that, and then I don't want to dig it out, and so I have to dig it out, and then I don't want to put it back in the way I put it back. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I need a freaking aircraft hangar to like store all my stuff in it properly, and have it all spread out and organized, and so I don't have to dig. I hate the digging because I need it. I want it now. I don't want to wait.
So, Crystal Skull, the movie. Oh, I need to look. So the movie came out in 2008. You would have been 8 years old. So imagine a year after that, maybe that same year is when the Lego set came out.
Would have been the same year.
That same year in the winter. So it would have been 2009.
Yeah, that would have been First Communion.
Would have been when he was about 8 years old.
Yep, First Communion. I was right.
The good old days.
My brain
Yeah.
is this. He knows. He's got information up there. Everybody's like, how the hell do you remember those dates? And I'm like, I don't know, but my brain.
See, I've thought a lot about this, and I think it's just there's just certain things just stick. I've had that too, and it's just like there's certain moments. I don't know what it is, but it just sticks.
So do you remember when I was working on the timeline of all of the times I've made YouTube videos? Of not YouTube videos, made videos? And I narrowed it down within like a week. Within like 2 weeks of when I went to my my friend's birthday party. Like, how? No, everybody's, how did you do that? I'm like, I do not know.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, I don't remember that. I'm like, I can't remember anything to a specific date. You know? I'm like...
Part of it for me is as far as narrowing it down by year, is based off of what grade I was in. Because you can remember your teachers. I remember my teachers very well. Because you had them by over a year. Or basically a year.
Yeah.
And so my point is that based off of what grade you were in, you know how old you were.
So, interestingly enough, I remember stuff by seasons. I was a farmer.
That too.
I was a farmer. So, seasons, they worked easy for me. Seasons, you know, this is the winter. We don't do anything. Or there's work to be done outside. And so I remember stuff by seasons. And then I'm like having to like count seasons out. And I'm like, okay, this spring was that spring. Okay. And then I can get down to, then I can work backwards into months.
I did that actually. I wrote down what I did each season, all spring, and then winter and summer.
I'm not that big of a psychopath. I didn't do that.
No, for the last 5 years of my life. One random day. No, I'm not saying this is what I do.
When did...
I'm saying what I did. I said there was one random day during quarantine when I was like, I was just kind of just thinking about my life, you know, just kind of like all the things I've done throughout my college experience. So I went down and I wrote down what I did each sort of like season as far as I could. I went back 5 years. I think I went back to my senior, actually it's more than that. I went right about my junior year of high school. Because it was I think my sophomore year is when I got my iPod, and I started going back. Oh, when did I start Survival Craft? When did I start Heyday and all that? You know.
One of the first movies I can remember going to see was Finding Nemo. That would have been that would have been the summer of 2003.
Did Polar Express come out?
2004.
2004? Oh, really? Do you look that up too?
Yeah, because those are the
It's
first
one
two
of the
movies
first
I
I
remember
remember.
seeing. What?
Polar Express is one of the first I remember seeing.
Really?
I didn't see Finding Nemo. And I want to look at like blockbuster hits, so I could like remind myself. I mean, I remember seeing the first Fantastic Four, but that was after that. The old movie. Um, oh, what was I remember seeing that like Lion King 1.5. Was it 2.5?
Oh my
Remember
god.
they did.
Actually, you know what? So I saw Finding Nemo, and then I saw Home on the Range, and then I saw Polar Express.
Oh no! Oh, I haven't seen Home on the Range.
It's not a very good movie.
Didn't see that.
I remember seeing Home on the Range. It was for daycare. We went to the movie theaters for daycare, and we saw Home on the Range. I was just looking up. That was in April of 2004. So I would have gone to Finding Nemo the previous year in June with Grandma. I remember that. And then I went to Home on the Range with daycare the next summer. And then that winter, we went with Grandma. I think it was November, because I think there was snow on the ground.
It was definitely no. It would have been. It would have been like December because I remember we had like a fake Santa that came to our house.
I don't
And,
remember that.
Oh, I do. I remember this because I was trying to figure out who it was. It was like we had a fake Santa that came to our house, to ask us what we wanted for Christmas. And then I remember later on, Grandma asked about that when we were at the theater. She said, "Did Santa go to your house?" I was like, "How did she know about that?"
She set it up.
Yeah.
I do not remember the Santa. I don't think
That,
Santa.
that was a conversation. I remember that conversation before we watched the movie, which is crazy.
I don't remember.
I don't know how I do.
Santa didn't go
remember
to
that
my
conversation
house.
before. Yeah.
Santa was a jerk.
Oh, because I remember she asked you and you said no. Because she went to Megan's house.
Didn't see me. That's for damn sure. I know that.
Also, I remember all sorts of things from the movie. I remember like about quarter of the way, like 3/4 way through that movie, was finished with like a pop. She had like, I don't know, it's just like all kernels left. Like
I
all
don't
like the
remember
really
that
small
much.
pieces of popcorn
See,
that were like
You
not like
you were
fully
6.
popped.
I was 4. I don't remember any.
She
of that.
gave those to me. She was like, "Hey, do you want the rest of my popcorn?"
You got kernels.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, it wasn't like it was like the smaller pieces of the popcorn.
Yeah.
Smaller. Yeah, she didn't want all this.
I
Oh
would-
yeah, sure, I'll take them.
I would have been 4. I don't remember anything.
I was a kid. I was like, "Oh, I'll eat anything."
I remember I fell asleep.
Popcorn. Huh?
I'm pretty sure I passed out within the first like 5 minutes.
Blockbuster movies in the early 2000s.
I only remember the first half of movies. I never remember the second half because I always pass out about the climax. Interestingly enough,
It would have had to been anime. Would have been.
it would have been 6 years
It would
old.
have been animated movie.
Polar Express was an animated movie.
I was looking at animated movies in the early 2000s.
So I think Grandma might have
I'm
taken
pretty sure
me
they would
to
have-
see Finding Nemo. I don't think you would. I want to say I don't think you would have come along.
Oh, Chicken Little. Did I see Chicken Little?
I saw Chicken Little in theaters. Again, I remember the first
I saw
half.
Chicken Little. That was 2005.
Do you remember Sesame Street Live?
Ah, yeah. When was that?
Well, that would have been our entire trial. We went for like 3 or 4 years straight.
Oh man, I do remember that.
Yeah, Sesame Street Live was great.
That was yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when I think the last one we went to, it was the letter K, and I was like, yes, finally,
Letter K.
yes. I got excited because they never do the letter K on Sesame Street. It's always some other random letter, and I'm like, what? These letters are pointless. Anyways, yeah. There was
Oh, and then remember the nativity scene.
that would have been later in my memory. I don't remember that.
I remember you got mad at us because we went to go see that movie. No, not see that movie. We went to go see it one time, and I think I had gotten my camera at that time. That was like 8th grade. This was later. And you didn't, and grandma didn't have you go because she thought you weren't interested in that sort of stuff. You got really mad.
It wasn't that I was interested in seeing it. I think I was just. It's more of a I get to go hang with you guys, and we get to screw around.
That's
Probably because Grandma was like, I don't want to handle. You know, I can barely handle you two together. I can't handle him as well. You three are a tornado. We were a tornado for disaster.
Oh, Cars.
What?
2006. Monsters and Aliens. Oh, I saw that.
I didn't see that one.
Shark Tales. Did I see? Shark Tales was 2004.
I did not see Shark Tales.
I remember. I know I've seen the movie.
I
I can't remember if I saw it in theaters. I think I did see it in theaters. That was 2004.
Yes, but the first movie I remember seeing in theaters was Finding Nemo. I remember that distinctly because I slept through it.
That was 2003.
Yeah. That's interesting that I remember.
2002.
Huh?
I don't remember seeing Finding Nemo though.
I don't think you were with me and Grandma. I think it was just Grandma and I.
Oh, yeah.
Which
You
is.
fell asleep.
Huh?
You fell asleep.
Yep. That's probably why they took me. It's probably just like, yeah, we get them to shut up for an hour and a half.
Surf's Up.
I think my favorite memories were definitely the Children's Museum.
Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
I
It was 2004.
I saw that one on DVD. At,
I think I did
at
see
the
that on
water
DVD
bottle's
too.
house.
Pretty sure I did see that on DVD. It was 2004.
I slept through that one as well.
See, it's weird to think about because 2004 it seems like, like I would have been real little, but I was 7 because I remember I was older at that time. I'm trying to remember if there was a movie I
was
went to when I was just real little.
Yeah, you were 7. I was 4. So it's like, so you remembering it, not as impressive. Me remembering it is like, you remember
Kung Fu
that?
Panda.
We watched
Kung Fu
that.
Panda has a really interesting story. We were supposed to go see that movie at like 6 o'clock or 7. We were going to go right after church. And Kyle.
Oh, he got sick, didn't he?
Oh, no, he didn't clean his room. How was it?
I think I remember that.
I can't remember if he lost something. No, I feel like he lost his shoes in his room. His room was mess.
Well, his room's always a mess.
Beyond repair. No, I mean, this was like the worst it's ever been, and it was really bad. And I feel like it was something about his shoes. I feel like either he lost his shoes and we had to clean his room, or it's like he's had to clean his room. It's one of the two. Either way, he had to clean his room. We spent till like it's 9 o'clock. We went to like one of the later showings, like almost 10 o'clock, to go see that movie. I think we brought our own popcorn in too. We popped up popcorn and we put it in like my mom's purse or bag or something. We brought it in the theater.
Wasn't I going to go see the first showing with you though?
No, we only saw it once.
No. Sorry, no. Wasn't I going to go with you for that 6 o'clock showing?
I don't remember.
Because the minute you mentioned that, I was like, wasn't he? I was like, I remember. I swear, it's so foggy. I just remember. I remember the Kyle. I remember the minute you said like, but Kyle. I was like, yes. Wasn't he like sick or he couldn't go because he got in trouble or something?
Yeah, he got in trouble because his room was so messy, and we had to clean it.
I never had that
But
problem.
I was trying to remember why that was a problem. I think it was just because they didn't want to go unless he cleaned his room. They didn't clean it before church, and so we had to go then. Either that, or it was like he lost his shoes in his room. It was one of the two. It was something like that.
Well, he has a problem with. Well, remember the time.
All I remember is that we had to clean his room before we could go.
Remember the time he yeeted his shoes out the car window,
Oh.
and your dad made him walk
Oh.
home.
No. That was one time because me and him were fighting in the car as we were driving home, and and decided to run through the pasture to go to the house. Meanwhile, I ran on the road to go to the house because they dropped us off at the stop sign and said you guys can walk. And so I just ran home on the road. Meanwhile, I keep doing it. Kyle
It doesn't.
kept
I'll cut it. No,
running through the pasture. Well, he lost his shoe because he doesn't tie him very tight, and he stepped right out of it. Didn't bother to go back. We're so pissed at him because he didn't bother to go back for his shoe.
well, yeah. Well, no, they were really worried
He
about
stepped
the
right out of it
orthotics.
and just left it.
No, they were worried about the orthotics.
Not too, because his orthotics were in that shoe.
I had
So he had
no
to get all new
idea.
orthotics. He had to get all new orthotics and all new shoes. And it wasn't till like that August when our uncle baled the hay, they finally found the shoe.
Oh, I thought your dog went and found him, but yeah, maybe it was our uncle.
No, they never found it until the hay got baled.
Wow.
He saw it out in the field. They were either windrowing or when they were actually baling the hay. No, that's probably when they were windrowing. And then he brought it up to the house. He was like, yeah,
I
found your
remember
shoe.
you guys telling me that story. It would have been at CCD, I think.
Yeah.
That was, oh boy. When you guys told me that story, I'm like, you guys, he's in deep. He was in trouble. Because I don't think he wasn't allowed to go to CCD that week, was he? Because I think he was grounded.
I don't know. I don't know if they grounded him from CCD.
Or maybe I wanted to go to your house that weekend or something, but he was
That's
grounded.
probably what it is. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, they never really grounded us from CCD.
I never got grounded for
The
CCD.
only time we missed CCD was I found another really old movie. I'll tell you about it later. The only time we missed CCD is if we had homework or something. Like we had to get it done. No, but I saw Scooby Doo the movie. That was 2002.
There you go, you beat me.
2002. Although technically, is that the second? The second one came out 2004. And I know I saw the second one. Monsters Unleashed. I know I saw that one. That was 2004. The first one was 2002. I'd have to watch that movie and see if I remember certain parts. What parts I remember.
That's the one with Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, that's the number 2 is the one with Scrappy.
No,
And I know I saw that
Well, Scrappy's in both of them, but
In
the
both?
first one is They have Scrappy. They're on the island.
Oh, the one with the island is the first one?
I think so.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, I think so.
This one from 2000. What's the second one?
The second one's Monsters Unleashed.
But what's the one with all the souls?
That's the island one.
That's the first one.
Yes,
What's the second one?
Monsters Unleashed.
You're just saying it. Tell me what
that's
happened.
where like they had the tar monster. They all the monsters got loose. That's the one with the fart that they lit on fire.
I have to watch that.
And the end credits, because you and I were obsessed with it, because we're like, is that possible?
I have to watch that one actually. But yeah, the 2002. I know I saw that. I know I've seen that one.
But the obsession with it would have been much later, because that's when I started watching MythBusters. So that would have been much, much later.
See.
Yeah. Anyways, we are well over 2 hours. We are at like 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Are you gonna cut this?
No, this is good. I mean, it's good. I mean, everybody's like, what the heck? But I mean, it's an interesting
Yeah,
conversation.
we're literally talking about what happened the last 23 years of my life.
23 or
That's 21 years, I remember.
So you have me beat on the movie. I thought I was going to take it to my grave, but I guess not.
2002.
Damn.
I mean, you technically have me beat in age because I was 5.
Oh. Aha. Go
I mean,
younger me.
I'd have to. I guess if I wanted to beat you, I'd have to go back to like movies from like 1999.
No way you remember anything from 1999.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe I remember that. That's crazy. My brain remembers some stuff.
I'd have to really dig back. I mean, I'm sure I remember TV shows from that era, but it's like, how do I know if that's not like a rerun I watched at a later time? Because
I
1999, I would have been before I moved out
I definitely don't remember TV shows.
to the new house. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every other week, every other Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night.